Alright guys, welcome to your fourth Android tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be going over intents, intent filters, processes, and threads. Three of the core components of an application besides activities and services are broadcast receivers. These are activated through messages called by intents. An intent object is a bundle of information. It contains the information for the component that receives the intent. There are separate types of mechanisms for delivering intents. An intent object can be passed to start activities, they can initiate services, and they are passed to any of the broadcasting methods. We will be working with these different types of intents in later coding tutorials. Intents can be divided into these two groups: explicit intents, which are typically used for application internal messages like starting a subordinate activity or launching a sister activity. Implicit intents are often used to activate components in other activities. To inform the system which implicit intents they can handle, activities, services, and broadcast receivers can have one or more intent filters. These filters describe the capability of a component. Intent filters are an instance of the intent filter class. They are also set in the Android manifest, like services and activities. When an application component starts and the application does not have any other components running, the Android system starts a Linux process for the application with a single thread of execution. All components of the same application run in the same process. Most applications do not change this. If we do, we'll need to do so in the manifest file. Processes can be shut down by the Android system. This can occur when memory is low or required by other processes. The Android system actually weighs their relative importance to the user. When an application is launched, the system creates a single thread of execution for the application. This thread is very, very important, as I talked in the previous tutorial, because it is charged with dispatching events to the appropriate user interface. For example, when the user touches the screen, our application's UI thread dispatches a touch event to the widget. These are two rules for the Android single thread model. 1. Do not block the UI thread, like I spoke about the Android non-responsive. That's what that means. And 2, do not access the Android UI toolkit from outside the UI thread. Android provides different methods to access these UI threads from other sites, but we'll be discussing this more in depth in later tutorials. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I realized it was the wrong slide. The last topic, just kind of random. Async talks allow us to perform asynchronous work on our user interface. It performs the blocking operations in a worker thread and then publishes the results on the UI thread without us actually handling it. This can be used to create more complex interactions with a worker thread. Alright guys, that is all the time that we had today. So in our next tutorial we're going over permissions and application widgets. I'll see you guys then.